Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something real. There's a difference between a man who's just doing something and a man who's giving something. When a man makes love from the heart, it ain't just physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual, and it's intentional. See, a real man don't just show up to your body, he shows up to your soul. So today, I want to break down 9 things men do when they make love from the heart. When a man makes love from the heart, the first thing he does is listen. And I'm not just talking about hearing your voice. I mean, he listens deeply with intention. He's not waiting for his turn to talk, and he's not distracted by his own thoughts. He tunes in to you, your energy, your mood, your tone, even your silences. Because to him, your body isn't something to conquer, it's something to understand. He knows that love, real love, begins way before any physical touch. It starts with the emotional frequency between two people. And that kind of connection only happens when a man knows how to listen. He pays attention to the little things, the way you talk about your day, how your shoulders rise when you're stressed, or the shift in your tone when something's bothering you. He notices what excites you and what drains you. He learns the rhythm of your emotions. This kind of listening is not passive, it's active. It's a man saying with his attention, you matter. What you feel matters. It's how he starts building trust, intimacy, and safety, the things that make physical love meaningful instead of mechanical. He also listens for what you don't say. Sometimes it's in the pause. Sometimes it's in the look you give when you don't have the word. A man who loves from the heart doesn't need you to explain every feeling. He feels it with you. He doesn't brush past your vulnerability. He leans into it. He respects your boundaries, your pace, and your needs because he's paying attention. He's not rushing. He's not assuming. He's letting your truth lead the experience. And here's the thing, this kind of listening requires humility. It requires a man to put his ego to the side. He's not trying to impress or perform. He's trying to connect. He's saying, teach me you, not with arrogance, but with reverence, because he knows your body is not a puzzle to solve. It's a story to be read. And every moment you let him in is a new page. When a man listens deeply, he's preparing his heart, not just his hands. He's building intimacy before a single kiss. He's setting the foundation for real love making, not just sex, not just passion, but presence. Because he knows that if he wants your heart to open, he has to earn that right. And listening is how he starts. When a man makes love from the heart, he slows down. He's not in a hurry, and he's not trying to prove anything. He's not treating the moment like a checklist or a competition. He understands that real intimacy isn't rushed. It breathes. It unfolds. It happens in layers. And when a man truly loves you, he knows that the magic happens not in the speed, but in the stillness. He's not chasing a goal. He's experiencing a connection. So he takes his time because he knows you deserve more than just a moment. You deserve the fullness of the moment. He slows down because he wants to feel everything, your touch, your breath, your reactions. He wants to be tuned in to what you need, what you like, what brings you comfort and pleasure. He's not focused on getting somewhere. He's focused on being somewhere with you. That kind of awareness only happens when a man is intentional about the pace. He doesn't want to miss anything. Every kiss, every touch, every sound matters to him. He knows that when love is real, even silence is sacred. Slowing down also shows you something important, that he's in control of himself, that he's not driven by lust, but by love. He's not letting the moment run him. He's guiding it with care. A man who loves from the heart doesn't just let passion explode. He steers it gently with respect and tenderness. He's paying attention to your signals, your responses, your comfort. He's not just doing what he wants. He's doing what brings you closer, emotionally and physically. There's also a kind of confidence in a man who can slow down. He's not afraid of the pause. He's not nervous in the quiet. He's secure enough in himself to let things happen naturally. He's not trying to force chemistry. He's letting it build. And in doing so, he creates a space where you can relax, open up, and trust. Trust that he's not going to rush past what matters. Trust that he values you, not just the experience. Trust that he's in it for more than the physical. He's in it for the connection. When he slows down, it's not just for you, it's for him too. Because a man who loves from the heart knows that love making isn't just about release, it's about presence. It's about being fully alive in the moment, not just going through the motions. When he's with you, he's really with you. Every move, every breath, every touch has purpose. He's savoring the closeness. He's honoring the energy between you. He's letting love, not urgency, guide him. When a man makes love from the heart, he's fully present. His body might be there, but more importantly, so is his mind, his focus, and his spirit. He's not distracted. He's not half in, half out. He's not thinking about what's on his phone, his to-do list, or what time he needs to get up tomorrow. He's right there in the moment with you, and you can feel it. His attention is undivided. His energy is grounded. He's not just touching your skin, he's meeting your soul with his full presence. Presence means being tuned in to your needs, your emotions, your responses. He notices when your breathing changes. He feels when you holding back and when you letting go. He's watching your body language, reading between the lines, listening for the things you don't say out loud. And all of this comes from his choice to be completely engaged, to not let anything outside the room matter more than what's happening right in front of him. When a man is truly present, it shows in the way he touches you. Slow, intentional, full of care. It's not robotic, not rehearsed. Every movement has meaning. Every glance carries weight. He's not rushing to get somewhere else, not acting out a fantasy in his head. He's here now, and all of his energy is focused on building something real with you in that space. That level of presence creates a different kind of intimacy, one that feels safe, warm, and deeply connected. A man who's fully present isn't afraid of eye contact. He's not looking away or hiding. He wants you to see that he's locked in, not just on your body, but on you. Eye contact becomes a conversation, one that speaks louder than any words. You can tell he's not performing, he's engaging. He's giving, not taking. He's responding, not reacting. And that creates trust because you know he's not somewhere else in his head. He's with you emotionally, mentally, and physically. Being present also means he's not dragging baggage from the past into the moment. He's not thinking about past relationships or future worries. He's made the choice to let all that go and be grounded in what's real, you and him right here. That takes maturity, that takes emotional discipline, because presence isn't just about where his body is, it's about where his spirit is. And when a man brings that level of awareness to intimacy, it changes the entire energy. You feel seen, you feel valued, you feel like you're not just part of the moment, you are the moment. And that's when everything slows down, deepens, and becomes more than physical. That's when lovemaking becomes an experience, not just an act. Because he's not chasing sensation, he's building connection. And connection only grows when both people are fully present, open, and aligned in the now. When a man makes love from the heart, he seeks connection, not just climax. He's not in it for the finish line. He's not using you as a means to an end. He's not chasing a quick release or looking to prove something to himself. He's focused on you, on us, on the emotional and spiritual bond that's being built in that moment. To him, the act isn't just about pleasure, it's about presence, trust, and deep emotional intimacy. He's not performing, he's connecting. He's not trying to dominate, he's trying to unite. There's a difference, and you can feel it. This kind of man understands that sex is more than just a physical exchange. It's a sacred space where two people meet each other without masks, without ego. He's not concerned with just how good it feels. He's concerned with how real it feels. He wants to look into your eyes and see you open, vulnerable, connected, and safe. He wants to know that you feel held, honored, and emotionally secure. And that kind of connection can't be forced. It has to be nurtured through intention, communication, and care. When he's focused on connection, he's not rushing through the experience. He's not treating your body like it's a machine with buttons to press. He's exploring you, learning you, responding to you. He's checking in, not just verbally, but with every look, every pause, every breath, every pause. And so the question it is asking, is there anything I'm not doing? Not just verbally, but with every look, every pause, every breath. He cares about how you're feeling every step of the way. He's reading your energy and adjusting his pace, his touch, and his tone to match where you are emotionally, not just physically. It's not a race to the end. It's a dance, a rhythm, a conversation between hearts. A man who seeks connection during intimacy also gives emotionally. He's open with his affection. He's expressive. He allows softness to exist alongside strength. He's not afraid to be tender because he knows that real strength lies in vulnerability. He's not hiding his feelings and he's not withholding his love. Instead, he lets it flow through his actions. He touches you with love. He holds you with care and he stays connected, even in the quiet moments, even in the pauses, even when no words are spoken. Climax for him is not the highlight, it's just a part of the journey. What matters more is the closeness, the shared space, the unspoken understanding between two souls. He knows that true satisfaction isn't measured in physical release, but in emotional fulfillment. He wants to leave you feeling seen, known, and cherished. That kind of satisfaction lasts longer than any physical sensation. It stays with you because it touches something deeper. It leaves an imprint on your heart, not just on your skin. And he knows that when you leave the moment feeling emotionally full, not just physically spent, then real love has taken place. When a man makes love from the heart, he communicates. He doesn't move through the moment in silence or assumption. He understands that intimacy isn't just physical, it's emotional, verbal, and energetic. He speaks to you, not just with his body, but with his words, his tone, and his openness. This kind of man knows that real connection is built through clarity and care. He's not guessing his way through the experience. He's listening, responding, and expressing himself with intention. He doesn't just want you to feel good. He wants you to feel understood, respected, and safe. Communication in this space starts before the first touch. He asks how you're feeling. He listens when you speak about your boundaries, your desires, your hesitations. He doesn't make you feel like you're doing too much by voicing what you need. In fact, he appreciates it. He values your input because he's not trying to control the moment. He's trying to share it with you. He wants it to be mutual, meaningful, and honest. That's why he creates a space where you feel like you can speak freely without judgment, shame, or pressure. During intimacy, his communication continues, not just in words, but in energy. He checks in. He watches your reactions. He stays connected to your comfort and adjusts based on your responses. If he senses hesitation, he pauses. If he sees joy, he deepens the moment. He's not just following a routine, he's following you. And when he does speak, he speaks gently, lovingly, confidently. He might ask if something feels good. He might say how beautiful you are. He might tell you how connected he feels. Whatever it is, he's expressing himself to let you know that you matter and that he's not somewhere else in his mind. He's here with you, building something together. He also makes space for your voice. He doesn't just want to hear sounds of pleasure. He wants to hear your truth. He welcomes your guidance. He listens when you say yes, and he respects when you say no, or slow down, or not like that. He doesn't take feedback as criticism. He takes it as trust, because he knows that your comfort and safety matter more than his pride. He doesn't need to be right. He needs to be real. After the moment, he keeps talking. He holds you. He asks how you're feeling, and he remains emotionally available. He doesn't disappear into silence. He stays open, consistent, and affectionate. This kind of ongoing communication proves that he's not just connected to you during the act, he's connected to you as a person. It shows that his lovemaking isn't about ego or escape. It's about intimacy, honesty, and emotional alignment. A man who communicates during intimacy is a man who values your entire being, not just your body. He knows that when the heart is involved, words matter just as much as touch. When a man makes love from the heart, he's emotionally vulnerable and open. He doesn't hide behind toughness or act like he's untouchable. He allows himself to be seen, not just physically, but emotionally. He doesn't treat intimacy like a performance or a moment where he has to prove his masculine. Instead, he shows up as his full self, flaws, fears, feelings, and all. He's not afraid to let his guard down because he knows that real connection only happens when both people are willing to be emotionally naked, not just physically undressed. He's not afraid to show affection in a raw, unfiltered way. He doesn't shy away from softness or tenderness. He lets you see him feel, and he creates space for you to feel with him. This kind of vulnerability isn't weakness, it's courage. It's a sign that he's emotionally mature enough to step into closeness without needing control or dominance. He's not just touching your body, he's letting his own emotions reach out to meet yours. You can feel that he's not hiding behind lust or bravado. He's being real, being honest, and being emotionally present. Being vulnerable also means that he allows the moment to affect him. He's not numb or detached. He feels everything, the tension, the warmth, the emotion that rises between you, and he's not afraid to show it. He might hold you a little tighter, breathe a little deeper, or let tears surface without shame. He's not running from the emotional weight of intimacy. He's stepping into it fully. He sees the act as something sacred, and because of that, he allows it to touch his heart in ways that many men are afraid to admit. He also doesn't wear a mask. He's not trying to be someone he's not just to impress you. He's not performing a role. He's being authentic. He admits when he's nervous, when he's unsure, when he's feeling something deeply, and he invites you to do the same. There's a freedom that comes from this kind of honesty. It creates a deeper trust because you know he's not pretending. You know he's giving you something real. This vulnerability shows in the way he touches you too. He doesn't move with detachment or distance. His touch is intentional, sensitive, and full of meaning. He's not just acting on impulse. He's allowing emotion to guide his actions. That kind of physical connection becomes more than skin deep. It becomes emotional, even spiritual, because it's infused with feeling and sincerity. You feel his care in every gesture, his honesty in every embrace, and perhaps most importantly, his vulnerability invites yours. His openness creates a safe space where you can be fully yourself, You don't feel like you have to hold back or pretend. You don't feel like you're being judged or measured. You feel seen, accepted, and welcome exactly as you are, because that's exactly how he's showing up too. When a man allows himself to be emotionally vulnerable in intimacy, he invites a level of closeness that goes far beyond the physical. When a man makes love from the heart, he honors you before, during, and after. It's not just about what happens in the moment. It's about how he treats you as a whole person, not just a body. He sees you as a woman with depth, value, and spirit. And that reverence shows in everything he does. Before anything physical ever happens, he makes you feel appreciated. He speaks to you with kindness. He looks at you with admiration that goes beyond the surface. He listens when you talk, respects your boundaries, and never pressures you. He makes sure you know that your comfort, your feelings, and your choices are just as important as his desires. Before the moment of intimacy, he's patient. He doesn't treat your affection like it's owed to him. He earns it through consistency, through respect, through care. He builds trust, and he never tries to skip past the emotional work that true intimacy requires. You don't feel rushed. You don't feel reduced. You feel important. You feel safe. You feel seen. That's because he honors the relationship, not just the result. He understands that what happens outside the bedroom is just as powerful as what happens inside it. During intimacy, his sense of honor deepens. He's not just there for himself. He's there for you, fully and genuinely. Every touch, every kiss, every movement carries meaning. He's not going through the motions. He's not thinking about what he can get. He's focused on what he can give. He's tuned in to your experience, your comfort, your pleasure. His hands are gentle, his pace is thoughtful, and his energy is calm. He treats your body with care and your emotions with tenderness. He doesn't just want to make love to you. He wants you to feel love throughout it. And then after the moment, he doesn't just turn off the connection like a switch. He stays close, he checks on you, he holds you, not because he has to, but because he wants to. He knows that the end of the physical act isn't the end of intimacy. It's a continuation of the bond. He talks to you softly. He stays emotionally available. He makes sure you feel just as valued afterward as you did before. That's when you know his heart was in it the whole time. He also respects the emotional vulnerability that comes with real intimacy. He doesn't disappear. He doesn't become distant or cold. He doesn't shift into silence or detachment. He stays consistent in his affection because he knows that honoring you means showing up fully, not just in passion, but in presence. He's there in the quiet moments, in the afterglow, in the stillness that follows. And in those moments, he shows you, not with words, but with presence, that what just happened mattered to him, not because of what he got, but because of what you shared. He holds that space with grace, with care, and with a deep sense of gratitude for you and your trust